Hello, hello, hello. It's Lillian Reiki here from Parent Support Network. Hope you are having an amazing day today. It's a gorgeous, beautiful, I was going to say summer because it feels like summer, winter's day here on the Gold Coast. So I have a question for you. Are you, if you're a parent or a caregiver of children, an educator, anybody who has anything to do with children or young people, are you connecting with your children in a way that not only brings out their best, but brings out your best as well? This is a topic that I'm super passionate about because over the last 25 plus years of the work that I've been doing in parenting and as a parenting strategist and an author of 6 books, I speak to so many families, so many parents, so many educators, so many caregivers, some to one extreme who are dealing with really challenging situations within their home, dysfunctional relationships or children who, aren't being at least the least bit cooperative or compliant around the family's rules and the way that the parents want the family to operate. And then I have middle of the road people who come to me who are they might have a few challenges with their relationships with their children or their own happiness in themselves as parents. And then I have the people who come to me who are really cruising, they're doing okay, they're not having any major issues with their children or their relationships, but they just want to notch them up. They just want better, more rewarding, fulfilling connection and relationship with their kids. So no matter where you are on that spectrum, and no matter whether your children are babies, infants, school-age children, teenagers, young adults, or even older adults, we all want to connect and relationship with the people who mean the most to us in meaningful and significant ways. My 2 sons are now in their 30s, and I am just so happy about the way that, we connect in relationship. And it's certainly a heck of a lot better than it was when they were younger because of the stuff I've learned and because of the stuff that I now teach as well. So today it is actually 2 weeks exactly until we do our next masterclass. Every child wants their parents and educators to be their biggest supporter and fan. And I know I've told this story before, but I think it's really important to say again, if you haven't heard it. When we were mentoring with our parenting coach, when our youngest son, who's now 30, was a young teen, he actually said to us, that we need to be our son's biggest supporter and fan. And we kind of thought we were, because it was in our very best interest for him to do well, for him to be happy, for him to be successful. And we were doing the best that we knew how to do as parents at that time. But we weren't really connecting and communicating in a way that either brought out their best, our son's best, or ours. He certainly wasn't happy in himself as an individual. I speak for myself, I wasn't happy as a mother, as a wife, even as a sister or a friend or a daughter, because I didn't feel good about what was happening in our family. And there was a certain amount of shame and a certain amount of embarrassment and a certain amount of why me, around what was going on in our lives, and particularly with our youngest son and his upbringing. But I came to realize that it really was not about our son and not about his behavior, but about how we were connecting and relationshiping and responding to him. And I learned quite a few years ago through becoming a Nurtured Heart approach trainer and practitioner that we were doing a heck of a lot of upside down parenting. We were giving so much more connection, relationship, and energy to things going wrong than going right. And even if you are the best, most loving, connected parents, we can still do a heck of a lot of upside down parenting. We never seem to be too busy to come in when things are going wrong or the kids are fighting or breaking rules or they're not listening. We come to life That's when we give out most of our energy, connection and relationship. And then when the kids are being cooperative or listening or doing the right thing or following rules, we might give them a bit of junk food praise. Good job, well done, thank you. But we're not really telling them, you know, what that means about the qualities that they're showing or the greatness that they're showing in that moment. So much about the results we get around our relationships are about how we respond to what's going on around us, what we are giving energy to, what is lighting us up in regards to that energetic exchange. And kids get to realize from a very young age that we are their favorite toys and they have a remote control. I don't know where mine is. They have a remote control in their hands, and they can basically push buttons because they know when they push a certain button that they're going to get a certain reaction. And that usually is muck up, break a rule, fight, squabble, not do what you're told, and you're going to get more connection and relationship from that person in that moment. So I would love if your relationships are important to you, whether you are a parent or an educator or just somebody who cares about their relationships in general, I would love for you to come and join us for this free masterclass. Now, it is more specifically for people who are dealing with children, but let me tell you that everybody can benefit from this information. It's 2 weeks today, so Monday, July the 10th, 7:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. We will be running live on my Facebook page, the Parent Support Network Facebook page, and on Zoom. I will post the registration link below. You do need to register to be able to join us for a couple of reasons. Firstly, by registering, you'll get all the information you need, the Zoom link, etc., to join us on Zoom and to connect on the Facebook page. You will also be sent the recording if for some reason you can't make it live. We hope you can though. And you will also go into the draw for some great prizes as well. So lots of reasons to register and to join us live. So once again, if your relationships are important to you, if you really want to connect with your kids in a way that brings out not only their best, but your best as well, please come along and listen in. The masterclass will be based on the teachings of the Nurtured Heart approach, which is something that I have been a trainer for now for close to 10 years. It's something that I'm very, very passionate about. And I know hand on heart that people get results with this. Families not only change their relationships with their children, they improve their relationship with their partners and other adults in their lives. And sometimes even more importantly, their relationship with themselves improves. And they see their own greatness, which is, you know, is really the first step to improving any other relationship, is to see your own qualities and your own greatness first, so then you can see it in others. So I hope you can join us on July the 10th, 2 weeks today. Please register. The link will be below. We would love to have you come and join us. If you would love to have a conversation about what I'm doing, or like even prior to the masterclass, just reach out and say hi. I love having conversations with people who want to notch up their relationships, whether they are with children, with partners, with themselves. Of course, all of those relationships are very important. So thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. I look forward to seeing you on the 10th, 2 weeks today. Bye for now. Lillian Reiki, parenting strategist, equipping parents to enjoy happy and healthy children and relationships on purpose. Bye for now.